The celebrities who helped Diddy are about to go down.
Diddy is finally going down, but what other major stars are going down with him?
Dawn Richard was on the television show Making the Band in the early 2000s, and she alleges that she witnessed incidents of abuse. She tried to intervene. She was not permitted to intervene. She was threatened.
So, of course, we all know P. Diddy is facing some serious claims, and he's done some pretty wild stuff, but he was not alone.
Not only did he allegedly commit evil villain level offenses, but Diddy wasn't acting alone.
So many other celebrities helped Diddy, and they knew about what he was doing at his parties, and they're all about to get exposed.
Who are all the celebrities being named? Which ones should we actually be suspicious of?
So this whole thing really started to unravel and get really serious back in September of 2024 when Diddy got locked up. Now he's being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and it's a place that's known to be not so nice for the people who are locked up there.
So the investigation is ongoing. That means both as to him and to anyone else who we believe committed the crime with him.
Now, the situation, of course, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. So many other celebrities were completely surprised, as well as other celebrities who knew about Diddy. They kind of went silent. And according to Lisa Bloom, she's a very powerful lawyer who's representing Danity Kane member Don Richard. And by the way, Don Richard filed a lawsuit against Diddy for some acts that he did towards her. She says, though, that there's a lot more to the story than meets the eye. So Lisa Bloom believes that Diddy couldn't actually orchestrate everything alone. And she says that he has a network of individuals who were involved, either actively participating or turning a blind eye to the actions. Yeah, we're talking about, the freak-off parties that he had, as well as other things behind closed doors that Diddy was doing to people. Also, Lisa Bloom mentioned in an interview with Sky News that what we're seeing right now is literally just the tip of the iceberg. So it gets way deeper, and this is way beyond Diddy. This is a massive network, she's saying. And Dawn Richards, who Lisa Bloom is representing, she's actually been very cooperative with the U.S. Department of Justice, and she's been giving a lot of information related to the suit against Diddy. And Lisa Bloom, she said that she's really confident that the authorities actually have enough evidence to pin more charges on Diddy, because they've been interviewing other people who Diddy did stuff to. So yeah, this is just gonna get worse and worse for Diddy. More charges are just gonna continue to stack up against him. And how Lisa Bloom talks about Diddy, she pretty much paints him as a leader of a massive, extensive operation. And she mentioned that other people are acting as his minions or facilitators. But I have a feeling, though, that it doesn't just stop at Diddy. I think Diddy is just part of it. I think there are other powerful individuals, whether in the entertainment world specifically or not, that are way more powerful than Diddy, that are pulling the strings behind what Diddy's doing. So although what we're seeing is the tip of the iceberg, and a lot of celebrities and what they did can be traced back to Diddy, I think a lot of what Diddy did could be traced back to a lot of people, and who knows how far the rabbit hole goes, guys. Lisa Bloom says that in a case of this magnitude, there have been so many people who have been affected and been coming forward. And so because of this, the sheer magnitude of the impact on people, she's so convinced that there's so many more people involved. Like, this network just keeps on going. And again, we don't know how far this rabbit hole goes. So, with all that said, this Diddy situation, it just keeps getting worse and worse as the days go by. And he's tried to get bail 3 times. He's been denied. And his trial is actually scheduled to start in May of 2025. And despite all the mounting evidence and charges against him, Diddy is literally pleading not guilty, and he is maintaining his innocence. But people like Lisa Bloom, they're not backing down. You know, she's prepared to continue to confront Diddy as well as his legal team. And she wants to get his statement regarding Don Richards' case specifically. And in an interview with the Daily Mail's podcast, Lisa Bloom, she also mentioned that she just can't wait to depose Diddy under oath. So when she goes in and she starts to question him and just really push his buttons, she thinks that she's gonna get him to open up in a way that we've never seen Diddy open up before. She's a seasoned lawyer, so she knows what she's doing. She's handled a lot of high-profile cases before, and she's definitely not afraid to take on Diddy and his team. Now, quickly, I just want to touch on real quick about this Dawn Richards woman. So she was a member of Danity Kane, which was that girl group that Diddy had formed back in the day. And she, in her suit, she paints a picture that Diddy and working under him was very, very, very messed up. And it was just like he continued to do stuff to her that he wasn't supposed to do. And she was also subjected to bad working conditions. And she was overworked, she was underpaid, and she was on the receiving end of a lot of Diddy's verbal bashings as well as public humiliation. But not just her, she says that this happened to other members of the group as well as other people that worked for Diddy during that time. Now, she can only speak for her experience and her time, but guys, you know, she's one of many voices that have spoken up against Diddy. So again, you know, the impact of his actions, man, it's just, it could reach millions of people, who knows? Yeah, guys, this is wild. So I'll end there. Pretty much people like Lisa Bloom and other lawyers, you know, they are just continuing to conduct interviews, gather evidence, build a case against Diddy. So as we speak, it's just a matter of time before we see the next thing in the news that really rocks Diddy's world. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be here to definitely break the news as it happens.